All right, so tier 4. So, tier 4 teams, fringe playoff teams, inconsistent in the playoffs. I know this is about to get a little interesting. My list, but I'm gonna go my list.
You gonna go the whole list?
The whole list.
No, I don't go whole list.
Okay.
Let us choose first. Then you go your whole list. Like we just did tier 5.
All right, bet. All right, so tier 4.
Me tier 4. Yeah,
tier 4. Tier 4.
So tier 4 for me.
Stick out of your brain.
And this just going off. I'm going off just this year alone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
this year, past seasons.
And past seasons.
Yep.
Well, so I can't even choose them then. If we're gonna go off past season 2, cause
who is this? Go ahead.
I'm gonna go FS1, man. Like this season, they've been like,
ooh,
like
FS1.
Okay, I was just going off this
go
season.
Ahead.
Like
go ahead. That's interesting.
You know what I mean? To lose first game, they lost first game. Boom, right?
Nope. Mob
Tabs. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mob Tabs, right?
Yep.
Which Mob Tabs is moving up the rankings, right? I like Mob Tabs. Lose the Mob Tabs. Then you go to overtime battle with fucking Mambas. And I just came off playing Mambas with a third string quarterback. Like, you know what I mean? We got it done, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, like, was Grady there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't see the game, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now, what's going on? Like, but still, I'm not gonna throw him in. That's why I kind of want to change. I didn't want to throw him into tier 4 because of what they did in the past.
So wait,
because it's like their second season.
As FS1.
As FS1.
So we got to go off that though. We got to go off that though.
So it's squad and force.
Right, but we got to go off that though.
No, you do. So you think
from
squad
last
force
season and this season.
So last season they went to
Final Four.
All right, that's why I didn't want to. That's why I really didn't want to,
But I mean, but I feel what you're saying though. You like based on what you've seen. That's what it is.
And I think if you want to add context to that, the year before, squad went to the Final Four.
They did.
So
they
really
Force do.
Yeah, they won the Final Four.
Force wasn't there.
They won there. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
No.
Force won the first time. Force
was
the team.
with us.
Force was with us.
Force was with us.
It was.
Yeah. The Force was with us.
Damn.
Oh damn.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay, so get into that a little bit though. Talk about FS1. What don't you like about FS1?
I like the core. Like I love the core. To be honest, I think, and that made me think back to like, damn, like, is it the quarterback? Cause like the core.
You played with him?
Yeah.
I played with him.
I did, and I
played with him. He wasn't a quarterback. I played with him.
And I actually made it to the turf with him. Like, you know what I mean? But is it, when he gonna get over? Like, it's a hump still there. Like, even with my quarterback, it's a hump still there. But like, it's a hump still there with Grady. You know what I mean? Like that he hasn't crossed, and he been around a long fucking time.
He made it to what? One championship game?
Yeah. And,
one championship game.
And then that went bad fast.
Hey, Cartel.
Cartel was the game was crazy.
Remember that? It did. It went bad fast. Okay. Like they was in the game early.
That's one of the championships I don't remember.
It was at Hills. It was in the game early on.
It was raining.
It rained.
Yeah, I remember.
And then it went bad fast. Like
I was I'm not at Cartel. I remember I was in the Walgreens parking lot watching that game on Facebook Live.
Oh yeah. I was actually there.
Yeah, it was raining.
Yeah.
That's one of the championship games I don't remember.
Yeah, but I know it was close early on, and then it went bad fast. Like, and it was supposed to be, we thought it was gonna be what it was supposed to be. Like, it was supposed to be a champion, like a real championship game. But nevertheless, the core is fucking solid to me. Like, especially the receiving core for them.
FS1.
And is it the thing too? Is it? Because we got Troy Jennings.
They got too much. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think they got too many guys.
They still got this
offensively.
They still got the squad shorties, right? The young boys from the squad that's playing, and then one boy that play quarterback, right?
And that's a good trio they got.
It is.
J-Rock.
Is it time to make an adjustment with the quarterback?
No. I mean,
be honest.
They got like what? They go like 5-6 guys deep
on receiver.
Yeah.
So you got. Light skin, buddy, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, you got it.
That was on
squad.
Oh, that was on squad. Okay.
J-Rock.
Who is J-Rock? Which one is that? That's the light skin one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's J-Rock.
You got Q.
You
got my man.
Short dude.
Yeah. You got Troy.
You
got
KC.
You got KC. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that core. That's a nice receiving core. Like just with guys alone.
Now Juice on flavor now, right?
Yeah.
Juice on flavor now.
Yeah, he is. I just
Juice
played.
on flavor
Yeah.
now. Juice on flavor.
So look, that's a nice core. Like
And they women, bro. They got Remy. They got Stephanie. They got Janice. I think Allie, the white girls that are in. They got.
So I really can't judge personally because I haven't seen them yet. So I really
I watched them.
Yeah, I really want to put like my point of view like out there. Like I really want to be like, man, nigga, I've seen this and this is what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm just going off personnel.
Okay.
I feel like offensively they can be better. I don't know exactly what the problem is with them offensively because I watched both their games, like, and it's like, you know,
they don't make the plays they need to make in the situations they need to make them in.
Yeah, for them it's definitely more situations.
So even Mob Ties, they should have beat Mob Ties in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I think Mob Ties was up by 2 scores, and then they scored before half, and then something happened in the second half.
They ended up being a coaching too, though, right?
Yeah,
like
14-20.
Okay.
14-20. I felt like that was a game that you feel like a quarterback of Grady's stature should be able to finish that game.
He can will it home.
He should be able to will it home.
Did he have the ball last?
Who?
Did he have the ball last? Grady.
I got out there to tell into that game.
I don't remember.
I think he did though.
I know I was on my way there.
I think he did. I think it might have been like they blitzed on like the last play. Don't quote me, but I know I got there at the tail end of that game.
Okay. But I was just saying that, you know what I mean, like because of what's going on this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like granted I haven't seen it, but I know I played against Mambas, and we know Mob Ties. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, like I don't expect it to be what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was my reason. What you got, D-Son?
Team.
The team for me that's in tier 4.
Yeah.
I think it's Mob Ties. I think they the team to look at. I think they hot right now. I think out of all the tier 4 teams,
Mob Ties was a playoff team.
They
by the
are
way,
probably
too, just so you know, they first season.
Yeah, like I think.
So I don't know. That's why I ain't putting them in tier 4.
I mean, I think we got to see more. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think just because the body of work.
Yeah, I think it's a body of work thing. You know, I think we got to see more. But for me, you know, I like, you know, Ken. Shout out to Ken. They believe in Ken. You know what I'm saying? Right? They play like it. Yeah, you know what I mean? They play like it. I wish they were better defensively. But you know, I do like they. I think they have a good core of women. Just got to keep developing them. It's just a matter. I think they go as far as Ken takes them ultimately, though.
Right.
So you know, if Ken can consistently play the way he's been playing so far, the first 2 weeks so far through this season, I think they'll be fine. But I think they're a team I look at, I'll be like, okay, they could be a team that could perennially make it to the playoffs. So I could see them being a team out of the tier 4 teams that can
move up to 3.
Yeah, move up to 3.
Yeah, I look at them and I'm just like, when you look at their schedule this year, when you look at them, and these times having this conversation, like, man, somebody said it was like, oh, they're gonna go 8-0. And I'm like,
it's me.
I'm like 8-0, like I don't. You know, but then when you look at their stuff, it's like, okay, they play.
They capable. The schedule. Like they are
not.
Capable.
So, but they play Hard to Guard.
They got
Hard to Guard, Legacy, and
Flagrant.
Reckless.
They got Flagrant too. No, Flagrant not conference. Those are
Reckless. So them the 3 for me where I'm like, you got to show and prove during those games. You know, you can go beat on whoever you're gonna beat on. But they're interesting to me. The one that I have as a tier 4 that people like is Boom. So Boom has had a great offseason.
Man,
in my opinion,
recruit like motherfuckers.
The best offseason, maybe.
Yeah, they offseason probably was the best recruiting wise.
Well, on paper. Right?
Yeah.
So they picked up Ariana from Infantry. I think she's a hell of a player. Stephanie from Infantry. KK from Infantry. So they got Infantry's 3 top.
But they was a package deal anyway.
Yeah.
So that's
still a hell of a haul.
I was gonna get the haul, but I couldn't. Yeah.
So they got them 3. They got some dude playing corner, super fucking athletic. I don't think that was Bishop. That was the other dude. He
they got
fucking
that
skied up for a pick.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Elijah, he played for a couple different teams. He they safety. And then they got this receiver who was like nice. Big dude. He played about 6'1", 6'2". Probably like probably like 220.
Dreads.
Yeah, dreads. Good hands,
he
though.
I scored a game with a touchdown.
Still game with a touchdown.
This is his first season though, right?
Yeah.
First time I seen him.
The first time I seen him.
Me too. Yeah, I ain't never heard of him.
You know, so they got Chuck over there, obviously.
Chuck playing quarterback for them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I remember 'cause I played last year. Yeah.
And like when you look at they personnel on paper, it's like defensively they're athletic, all of that. But they're another one of them teams where I think you get too smart for what it is that you're trying to do. So the last game they played, like they playing some cover 2, they playing some cover 3, they rushing the girl, they loading up a side, they doing this other shit, and it's like finding an identity, right? Now they did run, they played 420, that's a good win.
Yeah.
But they damn near gave that fucking game back to 420 because they was up 20 to
they was up 20 to 6.
They was up 20 to 8 or 20 to 6.
Their ass.
They was kicking their ass. 420 went down and scored relatively easy. And they went through, but they're a team where, okay, you beat 420 that week. 420 also was doing some weird shit with, the personnel, swapping people out defensively, which I think, it messes. Not mess up is not the word I want to use, but it can bother the shit that you got going on. The consistency of what's what.
Defense is about consistency.
But they got to show me that they can beat a good team.
Yeah.
Not saying 420 is not a good team.
What they shit looking like? Let me see. Well, you just keep talking. I just want to.
Yeah, so they play Grimy this week, right? They play Grimy this week. I think that'll be an interesting game from a matchup perspective, but they're, for me, a tier 4 team.
This will show us something. This week will show us something.
Yeah, it'll show us if,
you
know what I'm saying, where they really at, if they whatever, they got Trey. I don't know if the white dude's on their team, but the white dude is nice.
I don't know if he's still on that team.
They got a lot of fucking work to do.
Who they got?
They only beat them by 2. I thought they played.
No, they were, like I said, they was up 20 to 6. So it's like I'm like they should have kicked their ass in my opinion.
Yeah.
But 420 scored for a half, and then 420 got the ball back, and then they went up, and now it became a back and forth game.
Because they got Grimy, y'all, and T1T, so that's they got to show us something.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the season to show us something.
Yeah. The one I got for my tier 14, Hard to Guard. All right, so Hard to Guard was one of my tier 14. You say tier 3.
Yeah, I would put us at tier 3. Just my opinion. That was one of the things I was gonna choose us for tier 3. That was my pick.
Okay.
Just because I know we've been out of playoffs one time ever.
Mm-hmm. Y'all got 4 playoff appearances since 2020.
Right.
So 21. So everything.
Are we going from 2020?
Well, I'm not going. Well, just based on what I did, the criteria on day was like since 21.
Yeah, we only missed 1 playoff, but it is about what we've done in the playoffs. That's why we are a consistent playoff team, but we haven't done anything in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And just knowing the status that we got, like far as building MVPs, all that shit too, which that shit don't matter because I don't think like that. But it helps. For my team,
help recruiting, help all that shit, help morale.
Yeah. But tier 4 is more for me is for the team that ain't established themselves yet. You know what I mean? That was my tier 4.
Okay.
That's how I looked at tier 4.
Okay.
But shit, we on the brim of that motherfucker. Like you know what I mean? But I was thinking tier 3. You know what I mean? Me personally.
Yeah.
But because we haven't done anything miraculously, like we gonna niggas know they can't come out there and say, "Oh, we playing hard to guard. It's gonna be an easy win."
Yeah.
It's never that.
Yeah.
But because you don't know what you're gonna get from us. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just based on us. And now that I'm implementing different shit, this is putting a little more insight in it because I'm in the inside.
Yeah.
The way I'm implementing more shit is about to be totally different. It was just me really changing me. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I did. And I kind of steered away from the tuck that everybody know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. And being more solid and more consistent and more, like, standing on being a solid leader. Like, saying this what we doing. Opposed to
Hey, let's try this. Let's try
asking them, oh, what y'all want to do? How you feel about this? You know what I mean? Opposed to just like you said too, you gotta create what works for you and stick to that shit. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it now. Back at with it now. Like, look, this what we doing. You don't like it? You know, maybe in the off season you'll figure something else out. You know what I mean? Because I know I got a core.
And you gotta be like, and you gotta be like, but you gotta be like that.
Yeah.
You gotta be like that. So,
but yeah.
So, I done picked y'all a lot.
I know. Yeah, you just picked this last week for sure.
I done picked y'all a lot because when I look at y'all roster makeup compared to whoever, shit, y'all got, especially from a male perspective,
it's tough.
Y'all arguably got a top 5 defensive back unit. So Chris and Corey, obviously. I know you got Roy. Yeah. But then you got Real.
Speedy, we got new dude, Speedy.
Okay, Speedy. He play receiver and shit.
Too, yeah.
So I'm like,
dreads, right?
Yeah.
He nice.
So I'm like, you know, Asia been playing good.
Asia played well.
She's been playing super solid for the past couple weeks.
Yeah. I just got to get people to play solid on the other girl to play solid behind her.
Yeah.
Well, I got them. I just can't. I've been rotating too much.
So my thing is, when you play a team like, so first week who y'all play?
Mumbles.
Okay. And then Real was the quarterback.
Yeah.
So when you play Flavor, right? Y'all had Flavor the last time y'all played him.
Yeah.
I really should have dog walked him. End up losing.
That came down to me too, by the way.
Okay.
That's why when I wrote on the I'm not to cut you my bad.
Yep.
That's when I wrote on the show. I'm like, man, I just ain't execute.
Yeah.
Like I'm up 2 scores. I gotta slow the game down. You know what I mean? These ass last possession, that was on me. But go, yeah.
Last week you played Flavor. So when you play them better teams, what do you think, without giving out too much shit, what do you think, what you got to change, what you got to switch up, or why you struggle against them teams? Because one thing I'm going to say is, and I don't agree with telling your quarterback what to do now. Obviously, I play quarterback now. Part of that is because I was telling the quarterback what to do, right?
Yeah.
It's at times. But he took a lot of fucking shots.
Yeah.
Like he took fucking 3 deep shots. It's a waste of drive almost.
We went over film and I seen it firsthand because
you was there.
And I was.
I was watching the game live.
And I was and that's another thing too. Like me telling him and me being in the huddle is a different aspect, right? Mm-hmm. And also people know Mook went there. That's his.
Mook wasn't there.
That's his go-to guy, right? So Mook trying to change the dynamic of a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Because it's my core guy. He been around. They play with each other.
Part of your core.
Right. That's my core. But nevertheless, I got a bunch of new girls. Like all 3 of my starting girls on offense that day, this game, were new. The concept.
She wasn't there.
Who? Kat didn't start. Yeah,
okay.
Kat didn't start.
All right.
So we had Danny, Saucy, Destiny start. But we building Destiny. Destiny gonna be solid. But nevertheless, that wasn't my. Like me and Tay kind of contemplated back and forth, bro. No, like, and he like, man, like I got it. Like I'm cool. Like you know what I mean. And he decided to put that core out there, and which they not a bad core, but I just rather have a little more experience when we going against better teams.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Well, and of course, Danny and Saucy is good, but like they don't know our system. Saucy gonna be out there, like you know what I mean. Like Saucy at center is a key piece.
Yep.
And they kind of it's the terminology. That's what people don't get. Like when you moving fast, you trying to go. Hey, I need you to run this, and then they used to run it a certain way on a different team.
You speaking Spanish, they speaking French.
And that's kind of what it was. And it ain't no fucking excuse. He still got to be a football player and make plays.
Yep.
And I told him, they run the wrong routes, nigga. Like you got to figure something else out. Like as a quarterback,
it's on you.
Don't throw on the ball.
Exactly.
Don't throw on the ball.
Like you know what I mean.
Don't put him in that position.
Yeah. So we getting it together. He like people always say. This was another thing I want to say that I'm never gonna say. Like, yeah, my quarterback he did struggle. He did have a bad game, and it ain't the fact that everybody always say take on take, right? And that's the thing.
I don't like it. But it's also a thing where it's like
it's a running thing.
Well, perception is reality.
For sure,
right?
It's
so it's like whatever people think is what they gonna run with.
Yeah, and I can't be mad at it, because and I always tell them like, you can't be mad at it. But then when we look at the numbers in the season, he always top 5 in the quarterback ranking. But I tell him too, like,
but does that matter?
That's what Exactly. and that's what I tell them too. Like, man, look, bro, the fact that you top 5, like, nigga, you like there's niggas out here that's going to win championships and getting 1,000 less yards than you fucking throwing them. You know what I mean?
John Bowles, top 2, top 3 every year.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't sniff it.
Yeah. So it's just that. But our defense scored that. We right on the break. And that's why I tell them all the time too. Like, bro, we gave up 22 points. Now that's 3 scores, which is cool. You got to match that. We got to, we of course we want to get a stop, but it's like when we get 1 stop, we should be in the game. I always tell people, 1 stop you in the game, 2 stop you should win the game, right?
I agree.
Like that's my motto, right? So it's like you want to get stopped, we got to score 2 shit.
Depending on who get the ball at half, all that shit.
Yeah, all that matter. Yeah, all that matter. But like it still stops.
For sure.
Those like
that's the game.
Scoring and
stops. You gotta get fucking stops.
Like,
but I'm like this. People think you gotta get stops.
Stops.
Fuck, like you can score. It's good. You can score. I'm not saying it ain't good, but you gotta get fucking stops.
Yeah. And it's also like if you don't get stops, you need to stop the conversions.
Correct.
Like the conversion, as you can see, shit has came down to a lot of conversions in the last couple of weeks.
People think they throw away plays. Yeah. And then when you go to overtime, it's all conversions.
And to be honest, in the past, that was our downfall. Y'all like, me, I be on it. Like I'm really big on statistics when it come down to why we losing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I break shit down. I'm like, bro, half the games we lost by 6. And we scored as many times they scored, we just didn't get no fucking conversions. You know what I mean? Like
a whole touchdown.
Like that's a whole touchdown. We didn't score 3 times. That's 6 points. Yep. You know what I mean? Like we need that. You know what I mean? Like we lost to who did we do? Evil last season, right? Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have fucking happened. Mm-hmm. We didn't get no conversions. We scored just as much as they scored. We lost by 6. We didn't get no conversion, right? And we did get a stop, but they scored and got a conversion. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that shit matter. Like, but yeah, nevertheless, I'm not mad at tier 4 right now for sure. I'm not because at the end of the day, what have we done? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We ain't done shit.
You gotta get a playoff win.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So list rounds out. LOD.
D-Son, you pick.
Yeah. He did. Yeah. He said Mob Ties. Yeah, Mob Ties. So LOD, boom. Bad Intentions, Hard to Guard, Evil Empire, Mob Ties. So I think we spoke at Bad Intentions got some interesting shit going on over there. Ooh. I don't want to go too much into them.
Me either, but
they're interesting.
They always got some.
They're big. Q recruits well. They're interesting. I don't know what that means yet. Towards the end of the season. It all depends on how they develop.
He definitely recruit well.
Yeah.
But it's like, my thing is the development. Why so many people leave? But we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah. That's another conversation.